camp been like so far? I know you guys shells and waiting to put on the full pads. What's it been like so far?
Truthfully, like going back and looking at other camps and looking at this camp, like I feel like we're a whole lot more physical up front on both sides, offense and defense. I'll point out Jeremiah and Connor Lou specifically. I mean, but all of them are being more physical, especially Percy. As big as he is, he's moving extremely well. I also want to talk about Raikes and Bleedy, the two additions too. Raikes has been showing up every single day, short but stocky guy, and he shows up to work and his intensity's there. Same thing with Bleedy. Like if he wants it, he's gonna go get it.
Just how different is it from a depth perspective on both sides of the line of scrimmage when you guys roll out there every day?
Yeah, I mean, in the past we didn't really have too much depth, but like this year we're 3-4 deep at every position, so that gives like everybody enough chance to breathe, and it gives everybody enough work. So that's also the reason why we two spots, so we can get everybody reps. Because if you go 4 deep and try and go one spot, somebody's not getting reps, and obviously somebody's not going to be happy. So I'm happy that we're 3-4 deep at every position because it's only going to help us as a team.
What have you seen from Isaiah? What makes him good?
Like I said, he just he knows what he's doing, and obviously he's been with Durkin, so he knows what Durkin expects. His hands and his pad level, everything about him. Like again, he's showing up every single day with his production and his demeanor too. He just wants to go get it. He wants to get better, and he wants to be coached. And you see that on the field and off the field.
What are some things he's maybe told you about being with Durkin, about just maybe little things that he knows within the defense that you got to do?
I mean, he told me some like key stuff that he learned last year, and he uses even right now because again he's with the same DC. So like it's me listening to I'm an older guy, I can easily be naive and just not listen. But I mean he's been with the guy, so I might as well listen and understand where he's coming from. Understand Durkin's perspective as well.
What's that like for you to be the older guy in the room? And there's a group of older guys, but you've been here the longest of this group.
Yeah.
What's it like is that something you enjoy?
Yeah, truthfully, yeah, I love like helping the younger guys like Malik and like even the guys who just came in. Like that's my job and that's my role, and I want to do that for them because I know when I was younger, I've had people who pour into my life. I have coaches, I had players like just pour into my life, and I want to be able to do that for other people.
Having that depth and being able to rotate and rest, how much does that help you and the guys when you guys are on the field?
I mean, you don't ever want to put sloppy film on tape. Like when you're going, it's a difference when you have a quality 25, 30 reps opposed to you having a sloppy 60 reps each, game or practice. It means so much more having depth because, like I said, like you're not as tired as you would be trying to go back out there and then a turnaround, then you're sloppy, then you're loafing, then you're not running to the ball, then you're getting high, then there's a whole bunch of stuff. So when you're fresh, you're able to like feel better and do the things that you're taught to do.
I know when Coach Garrett left, he kind of reached out to the defensive lineman and asked who they kind of wanted as the next coach. What is it about Montreal that makes him so wanted by you guys?
Oh, true. I know. I advocated for him, but specifically, like I love Montreal and his energy, and like even last year, like it was never about him. It was always about everybody else, and you really saw that, and he really meant that. So like when you see that as a player too, you want that person as your coach. So that's the reason why I advocated for him to be our D-line coach, and everybody loves him in the D-line room. I love him. Like I said, everybody loves him. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want anybody else to coach me this year.
You mentioned Malik. What have you seen out of him coming from the spring, having that summer, and now going into his first fall camp?
Yeah, I feel like Malik has grown so much, even from spring to now. Like he's listening and he's taking the coaching, and he's getting off the ball better. He's getting rid of those what I call high school tendencies and actually becoming a pro about this, and it shows up every single day. Like he improves on something every single day, and this is what I love about him, and I feel like he can really help us this year, like contribute.
Yeah, with that depth, is he a guy that you feel like is going to be in the mix?
I mean, that's not my say, but I would love for him because it's hard to find freshmen like that who are just going. Stars. I mean, stars are cool. Stars don't really mean nothing at the end of the day. You can get a 5-star and he doesn't do anything. You get a 3-star and he's the best thing to ever come through the program. So I'm like I said, Malik, I feel like he can really help us this year.
What's the biggest difference from the time you got here at this program to now? What's the biggest progress?
I would say one of the biggest things is I feel like everyone's more together and not about self, and that's what we talk about every single day. Like do something that's bigger than yourself. Don't be selfish. Like try and help somebody else. So I think that's one of the biggest things that we've changed in this culture.
How much you guys as a defense looking forward to some scrimmage situations to kind of start to put some pieces together?
I think that's the most important thing. Scrimmage is the most important thing. And I hate, I won't say I hate, but I don't like when people say like, oh, it's not important. No. It's really important because you're finally able to tackle, right? And those 50-50 plays are no longer 50-50 plays. You're either 100 or 0. You're able to see how people react in live situations. When, it's different when it's thud or when it's tracking, but it's different when you have somebody running full speed through your face and you got to run full speed through their face and stop them and get them on the ground. So I think it's the most important thing for us to learn and grow and understand where our defense is at.
Good.